When the whole world is concentrating about the Ukraine war, the predicted days are nearing in our western neighborhood. Imran Khan is accused for his governance in Pakistan as they are going through a tough economic crisis. They have $20 billion debt. This is because of their exports are less compared to the imports. Several questions are arising about the bureaucrats, to which direction the country is led. To know about this, we should understand the core of corruption in Pakistan. Pakistan was once a wealthy country from whom India borrowed the electric power. The 5 rivers contributed for the huge production of crops. Until the independence of India and Pakistan, every individual there lived with affection and humanity. Gandhiji always bridged India and Pakistan. Once, there was an agreement of lending 52 crore rupees to Pakistan. To this, Indian politicians were denying, but Gandhiji wanted to maintain a good relationship, and to keep up his word with his neighborhood, he ordered the RBI to give the amount before 24 hours. Nehru once said, "The Pakistan prime ministers are changed like changing your dress," because between 1952 to 1957, there are around 5 prime ministers. The common factor among them was they had no vision or objective about how to lead the country. They had no political knowledge. But comparatively, Jinnah was a person with vision and was well educated from the different university. The series of the leaders had no impact on the country, but there was a talk whether the country should follow the democracy or the religion. Ayub Khan was a beginner of the issue. Later, Siad-ul Khan entered the politics under the high influence of the army officer. He completely changed the education system to madrasa and made it mandatory. He promoted this religion to sustain in the post for the longer time. Madrasa education expanded religious knowledge than the logical and the scientific truth. We can also see the political instability has triggered a great loss to the country. This has stimulated the terrorists to overtake the authority and dominate over the public with weapons. The verge of these weapons tagged the country as terrorism. They became the root cause of all the terror attacks in the world. Their rigorous attitude, like killing the school-going girl, bomb blasting in their own religious place, has made the whole world to isolate the country. Basically, Pakistanis are lovable and they have good hospitality. This was observed during the India-Pak cricket match which was held in Chandigarh. People from Lahore fled into Punjab with a great affection because Lahore was earlier the educational hub and the fashion city. Several Indians had been migrated for their quality education to Lahore. Now this scenario is entirely changed. Now the Pakistan passport has no value and approval. The people among their states fight with weapons and government has no control. They are unable to use their authoritative power to arrest the troubleshooters. Like Sri Lanka, Pakistan's economic crises are upcoming because China had great interest and influenced them for the CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. This was one of the major projects. China aimed to cross the Central South Asia because it's an alternative land route instead of Indian Ocean sea route. CPEC connects Arabian Sea via Balochistan and Gwadar port. Now CPEC is halted and Pakistan hope of earning from this project is still a dream. Pakistan is isolated from US because of its close connection with China and hosting many terror outfittings which are nothing but Pakistan's own creation. due to illiteracy in the country. It is unable to reap good engineers, doctors, businessmen, or promote any kind of trade beneficial to others. Now this financial drawback in future is assumed to become another root cause for the terrorism.